Hello, welcome back. So today we're going to begin really connecting with our breath as we play. And the thing that I want you to realize is that our warm-up and our scales are some of the best times to really think about how we're breathing and to warm up our lungs and to warm up our posture. And there's a lot of great breathing exercises out there. There's great yoga. There's so many resources that we can turn to. So I wanted to give you a little tip, a little breathing exercise that you can do to start your practicing, but you can also do it as you're waiting to go into an audition. This is a really great breathing exercise for nerves, for helping you cope with anxiety, performing or auditioning. So what we're going to do is breathe in and breathe out at certain counts. So for example, I have the metronome at 60, so we're just going to breathe in for 1 beat and breathe out for 1 beat. Then we're going to breathe in for 2 beats and out for 2 beats. And we're going to just increase it. Okay, so let out your air in your lungs, clear out your lungs. Sit tall. Let's breathe in for 1 and out for 1. For 2, out 2. 3, out 3. 4, out. 3, 4, 5 in. 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Out 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now 8. Try to relax your shoulders. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to breathe in 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more in to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now slowly out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, okay. So you can have the metronome on. You don't have to. You can just breathe slow. But the idea of just focusing on your breath for a while and expanding those lungs and living in the moment is a great way to warm up before practicing and also before an audition. Something to do instead of worry. Okay, so be sure to look at my blog, thecenteredflute.com, for more information, for some yoga exercises and breathing videos. And I think we're ready to get started. So let's start practicing. Let's begin our chromatic scale for day 10. Remembering we're thinking about our breathing, so we're going to inhale. One time before we play, I want you to stretch out your lungs really deeply. Hold your breath and then let it out slow. We're going to start with half notes all the way up to high B flat. So we're going to slur. Deep breath in. Ready, go. job. Remember, every time you play these scales, I want you to imagine that they are centering you and helping you focus. It is a way of calming yourself down, breathing deeply, so that when you go into auditions and you have to start your audition with a scale, I want it to be that same way in your audition. You might start off feeling a little nervous, but as you play this scale that you know so well, you're going to connect to your breathing, to your good posture, to all the good things that you're practicing, and then you're going to help yourself relax in an audition. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the upper octave of the chromatic scale. Since we're going up to B flat, let's start on this A sharp that's right here, or you can think of it like B flat. We're going to go one octave up and then back down. Okay, how about for this one, let's slur up and tongue down. We're going to keep the metronome on at 80, but we're going to play, well, let's play half notes. So deep breath in, shoulders back and down as we warm up this morning. Ready, go. Excellent. Now let's do the same thing, only we're going to do quarter notes. So deep breath in, upper octave, quarter notes. Ready, go. Good. I decided for some reason to tongue all of that. So, all right, let's go on. We're going to do our sharp scales today. So as we do these sharp scales, I want you to once again get in touch with your breath and remember that you are practicing for your audition and you're going to feel so settled when you play these. So let's start with G major. We're going to do each one twice. G major. Let's slur the whole thing. I'm going to put our metronome on 70. Actually, I'm going to do it 72. Okay, so we're going to do eighth notes. First time, you can look at it if you need to. Second time, I want you to close your eyes and do it from memory. So all slurred, G major. Ready and go. Excellent. So connect to your breathing. Try to do the whole thing in one breath. If you can't, breathe when you need to. Okay. Let's try that again, especially for your breathing. Deep breath in. Really fill this time and save your air on the lower notes. Ready and go. Great. Let's do the same thing with D major. Eighth notes all in one breath. Deep breath. Think of two sharps. Slur. Here we go. Good. Do it again. Take your deep breath in. Ready and go. Very good. Now now let's take a look at A major. We're going to play just the top octave for a second as quarter notes, just to give ourselves extra work and extra gentle practice on that upper octave, which can be a little challenging. Let's slur. We're going to do quarter notes. Ready, go. Beautiful. As you go up, feel your shoulders come back and down as you settle into these notes and let the breathing take care of all those high notes. One more time, quarter notes, upper octave. Deep breath in. Ready, go. Excellent. Now we're just going to try that top octave again as eighth notes. Allow yourself to relax as you play these high notes. Let the support help you. Ready and go. Excellent. Let's try the whole 2-octave scale, starting on low A. Deep breath in. Feel your shoulders come back and down. Stand tall. Ready and go. Well done. Let's move right on into the Polonaise. So today for the Polonaise, we're going to continue things as we have been. We're going to play eighth notes still, but we're going to take it at 80. So we're increasing our speed a little bit. So we're closer to our performance speed, which if we're thinking eighth notes would be around 120. So here's our eighth note. Let's try it. We're going to take the repeat so we get another chance. Don't forget all that you've been listening to and inspired by, and try to imagine you are the performer. You are the one that everyone's listening to, playing with the orchestra. Okay. So, deep breath in. Ready? Go. Good job. As I'm practicing this, I'm thinking about those wonderful performances and how extreme the dynamic changes were, and how we all have to be very extreme with our dynamic changes. You know, make your fortes more forte, make your pianos more piano. If a whole group of instrumentalists like the orchestra can do it, then we can do it too, and try to do it every single time. And we could probably always do better. We can always be more exaggerated with our dynamics. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the double into view. We're gonna spend most of our time today practicing the double. So what I want to do is take a look at the 69 or the 30-second notes at 69 on the metronome. So what we're going to try to do, let's take this measure, the second measure in the double. We're going to imagine that the metronome is playing on every other 30-second note. So basically we're saying the 16th note is getting the beat. We're going to go that slow. Let me play this measure for you so you can hear it, and then I want you to join me. Okay, here I go. Ready and go. All right, so that's how fast we're going. Let's try it, and we're going to do 2 measures together. Okay, so here we go. Second measure and third measure. Ready and go. All right, good work. So we're practicing nice and slow so we can feel those groupings. Now we're going to make it a little bit faster. We're going to have it back on the 8th note. So try to play along with me, or if you'd like to listen, this first time you can. Here I go. Ready and go. All right, let's try that 2 more times just to feel those groupings. So second measure, deep breath in, shoulders back and down. Ready and go. Very good. For this last time we're going to do this, I want you to think about your breathing. Where are you breathing? Can you breathe where you hear me breathing? Let's see if you can extend your breath to a few more beats. Deep breath in, nice and full lungs. Ready and go. Excellent. The other thing you can do with this movement is take little breaths between 16th notes. That'll help you keep going. Okay, let's find another 16th note passage. We're going to play it slow. 30-second note passage is really what I mean. We're going to have the metronome be the 16th note. So we're going to start here and try these 2 measures, okay? So it'll sound like da-da-dee-da-da-da-da-da. That fast. Let's try it on our A. Ready, go. Excellent. Try it one more time, just like that. Nice and slow. Deep breath in. Ready and go. Good job. Now let's try it back at the 8th note. So it'll feel twice as fast. Da, 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 bum, 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 bum. Okay. Shake your shoulders out a little. Loosen up so you're not tense. Deep breath in. Think of our groupings. You can do it. Ready and go. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, let's find the last groupings of 16th notes. Let's try right here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to think of, I said it again, 16th notes. It's 32nd notes. We're going to think of 16th notes. So we're going to start dee da 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 dum bum. Okay, deep breath in. Ready and go. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do it again as 8th notes is the metronome. Okay, ready, go. Yay, do it one more time. Ready and go. Okay, now let's go back up to the beginning of the double. We're going to try the whole first part. And just for fun, I'm going to have you take the first ending, repeat, and then take the second ending. And then we're going to stop. Okay, so we'll stop at the end of the second ending. Deep breath in. We can do this. This is the big solo for the flute. Okay, ready, go. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's take a look at the second half. We're going to start here, take the first ending. If you haven't done this one before, that's okay, just go for it. And then we're going to take the repeat and then go to the second ending. Okay, you can do this. Deep breath in, ready, go. Very good. How did it go? If it felt like a disaster, go back and try the whole thing over again. So there we are at 69 with the 8th note. Our goal is to increase that little by little. I was going to have us do it at 76 today, but I think that 69 felt good. So tomorrow we're going to increase the speed to 76. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of speed, let's play the Badinerie. I'm going to adjust the screen again. I'm trying to do this all in one take. Ah, look, there it is. Okay, so we're going to have our metronome on at 80. Knowing that our goal for this, the metronome would be at 240. So we're going to go a lot faster. But for now, we're just trying to get ease and speed. Imagine when you play this in an audition, feeling comfortable and at ease, and you know exactly what every note is that's coming next, and your fingers are comfortable, they're not locking up. That's what we're practicing right now. Okay, so let's try this. We're just going to go right through this. Let's try repeats and see how it goes. Okay, take a deep breath in, stand tall, and smile before you play this because this piece is joyful. Okay, deep breath. Ready, go. Good job. Let's move on to sight reading. For the sight reading, I've chosen something that gives us lots of accidentals and high notes with a few, just two groupings of 30-second notes. What I'd like to do is imitate perhaps something that might happen in an audition. We're going to start in a very random spot. We're going to start here, and we're going to try to play all the way to the end. So let's look at everything. This is in 4/4. There are no sharps, no flats, but we do have accidentals. So I want you to take a look at the accidentals we have. We have D sharp, and then we have a D natural. Moving back into that natural. So let's see if we have all these 16th notes. We don't want to play crazy fast, right? Because we want to feel comfortable as we go high. Ba, 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 ba. I've set the metronome at 48. And I want you to just take a look at this music and feel what a 16th note grouping would feel like. So we have 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. At the very beginning we have a tie, so think about that too. You have 2 da 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 digga digga da da da. Okay, so don't freak out when you see those 16th notes. Just know that, or sorry, they're 32nd notes. Just know that it's on the 2nd 8th note. Bum da 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 dee da dum. Okay, so this is our tempo. Bum, bum, bum. Let's clap it. Okay, so here we go. Ready and clap. 3, 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. And a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 and da 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 bum. 1, 2, 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a. There we go, our last note. Okay, I hope that went okay for you. Let's try playing it. Starting on an F, no flats, no sharps until we get to the accidentals. Deep breath in, be confident, you can do this. Ready, go. The thing about practicing with you is I want you to hear that even I can make mistakes. I wanted to play a little bit faster in here. But I would say that's pretty good for sight reading. Let's try it one more time to give you a chance to play it. This is a beautiful melody. Okay, here we go. On your F. Deep breath in. Ready, go. And that's Rondo by Ludwig van Beethoven. You did it. Okay, So good work today. Be sure to look at thecenteredflute.com for any more tips and info and inspiration. We're going to be working on breathing a lot, so go there for more yoga tips and breathing expert advice. And I will see you back here tomorrow for day 11. Good job!